Yo, this thing's been on for that long? You serious? I can't even believe that. Yo, thanks for checking out the live stream. This is not even the friggin' number that the live stream's supposed to be. Let's go ahead, let's fix this. Man, I am like the most chill YouTuber of all time. This is like the most chill ever. I got one viewer. There's no way I got one viewer already. So, what's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out the live stream. My name's Tim. I do this live stream a couple times a week, 7 p.m. East Coast time. I'm from outside the DMV. I'm from Virginia. It's good to see you. Appreciate you. The whole entire live stream is all about improving your life. Improving your life. Now, what do I know about improving life? I'll tell you what. I am a artist. I am a comedian. And I am a spiritual guru. That is what I will tell you. So, what I know about life is I know how to give you motivation. Okay? I know how to be positive, talk to you, get you excited, get you going, get you ready to rock and roll. So, first and foremost, we're here to do things in the most fun, intellectual way we can. This is like rough right now, because oh shoot, my phone's still on. I'm gonna do everything wrong on this live stream. I'm gonna just be as chill and relaxed as I can. I'll probably do tons and tons of things wrong. Look at this. Oh, you know what I was thinking about would be a good idea? I was thinking that it would be a good idea to answer YouTube questions from my comment section. So I'm gonna go through the YouTube questions that people have asked me, and I'm gonna answer them online now because I haven't done that in like forever. So I figure that will be good, and you guys can get some of the feedback that you're looking for. So that is what I'm going to do for now, and that'll give me some information for you guys to be able to chew. You can chew on that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, kid? Yeah, yeah. Just FYI, if you are new to the live stream, get in the chat, interact in the chat. That's going to make it as fun as possible. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the chat going right now for you, and then you guys can get in there and get stupid, because I know you want to. I know you want to get stupid. But yeah, talk to me in the chat. It's going to make the chat dope. It's going to make it a lot of fun. It's going to make it a lot of interactiveness. Yes, you like that when the chat's all interactive, don't you? Well, that's what it's going to be like, okay, brah? So just get in there, say some stuff to me. I'll say hello. You know, don't just sit there and don't be a lurker, brah. Don't just be lurking. Don't be lurking in there. Boom. Okay, the live stream chat is about to come together. It's ready to rock and roll whenever you guys want to get in there. AMA, that means Ask Me Anything. Also, TIL, Today I Learned. So we'll cover all of those kind of things. We'll do our word of the day. We'll do a moment of gab. We'll check out some stuff on my Twitter. We'll talk some smack. So it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, so what did I talk about yesterday? Yesterday I was kind of just going over like the basic operating system for getting better at life. Yeah, it's really about getting a nice routine and getting that routine dialed in, sticking to that, figuring out what you're trying to do, going after your goals. Those are all important things. I'm not getting a lot of sleep. You got to get your sleep, man. I'm getting no sleep, and it's wrecking me. It's killing me. So make sure that you guys get your sleep. Very, very important. Sleep's very important. Keep nourishing your mind. Keep nourishing your mind. What I mean by nourishing your mind is you got to read. You got to be reading. You got to be absorbing content on a regular basis, and you have to be using your brain. You got to use it. If you don't use it, I'm not saying you're going to lose it, but it's going to get dull. It's going to get very dull. So you got to intake information. You got to be digesting it, and then you can put it back out there. That's why I think reading is so important. It really, really helps your ability to speak well. Speaking of reading, I just got a new book from the Barnes & Nobles. So this is the new book that I just got. It's called King, Warrior, Magician, Lover. I've been interested in reading this book for quite some time now, and I ordered it. I didn't know that it had come into the bookstore. It had arrived, and they didn't call me, I guess. So then I was like, "Where's it at?" And it showed up. Sat there for 5 days, and then they put it on the shelf. And then I came in, and nobody had bought it. So luckily, I have it. King, Warrior, Magician, Lover. So that's the book. It's written by Robert Moore and Douglas Gillette. It's a bold map for traversing the masculine psyche. A bold map for traversing the masculine psyche. So that's helpful. That's a real helpful thing for me right there. I'm looking forward to reading that book. I think it'll be a little bit lighter reading than that Carl Jung book I have, but I don't know. Those are the books I'm reading right now. They're a little heavy. I might need to read something a little lighter to get into it. Get into my reading habit again. So here's one of the other books that I was reading. I put this down. I pick it up a lot. I put it down and I pick it up. It's like I'm a bodybuilder. It's called Running with the Mind of Meditation. This book is great. One of the reasons why I love this book, it's about he's like a lama from like Tibet. So he's like a spiritual guide, and he's like really awesome distance runners from Colorado Springs, which is where the Olympic Training Center is. So these are like Olympic level like distance runners. They want to become like really good at running, but they also want to like learn how to meditate. So they go to Tibet, and they have this guy like teach them, and then like they teach him how to run, and he's like this really badass, lama type character, swami, whatever, guru. So he gets to do these lectures all over the world. And he uses running as like a meditative tool when he's not, working on his, I guess his mind, his chi, whatever you want to call it. So the book's really just interesting. He talks about there's like different types of energies. There's like horse energy and like tiger energy, and yeah, man, it's a tough book to read honestly because it's very. It's not that it's esoteric. It's that it's a very. It's got a lot of like. It's like very. It's not pseudo intellectual. It's like it's very spiritual. It's very like up here, but not in your brain. It's like it's very much in your pineal gland and like your spirit. The book exists in there. So it's kind of challenging. Okay, I got somebody in the chat here. Let's see what we got going on in the chickadee chat. Because I don't want it to be wiggity whack. Mike on this bish. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I'm glad you're here, killer. Glad you're in the house. Glad you're in the house, kid. So, let me say, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Wasabi. 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 Boom. Okay, what's up, Wasabi? Okay, so nice to see you, Mike. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're doing well. You got a W? Give me a W. I want to know what's going on in your life positively. What are the positive things that are happening? Oh, by the way, if you guys have money and you want to pay the brother, if you want to pay a brother, nah, chilling like always. Cool, that's cool. I'm feeling it. Boom, that's my Venmo. I haven't dropped my Venmo into the live chat in forever. I feel like I have to do it. It's like I don't expect anybody to put anything in there. I don't have any expectations on that. But I will put something in there because if I don't, then nothing will come out of there. Yo, what? I got a Call of Duty. Oh, you got a Call of Duty? Oh, sweet. Do you mean you got to go wipe your butt and poop because you have a Call of Duty? Or do you say you got the new Call of Duty video game? That's holler. That's holla, holla, holla. I used to call you. I used to call you. Baby, when I used to Call of Duty, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. Alright, cool. So we're going to do some of me answering the questions from my YouTube channel that I never answer. So we're going to do that a little bit. And then you'll be able to enjoy that. I think that'll be pretty enjoyable for y'all. You know what would have been really cool? If I had it set up to where you could also see the chat while I'm talking, while I'm going through the comments. So let's go to the comments, videos. I'm pulling it up now, dude. Don't even trip, yo. Don't even trip. I'm glad you're here. All right, I gotta go into my studio. I guess I gotta go into studio mode. Moving through studio mode. I'm going into studio mode. 296 subscribers, man. Not even trying. Not, but obviously, it's like I should try for sure. I should try. Yeah, dude. Um, hmm. Let's see. Let's go to comments, right? We would just go to comments, and then comments I haven't responded to. Cool. We'll do it like that. Yeah, this is legit. Okay, so we got. All right. So this works. Do you have a story for me? So this is about jelking. This guy's asking me about jelking. So I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, brah. Yes. I do. Yes, I do. Jelking is. Yeah, joking is the key to life, to life, to life, to self improvement. I don't know. This works. Yes, do it every day. Nah, yeah, I don't know what to say to this guy. Um, yeah, yes, joking is the key to self improvement. Jk. Um, It's yeah, okay. So this guy's asking me about joking. I should just talk. I shouldn't like worry about writing in here. So yeah, joking. I think it works. I've done it. I don't do it anymore. I don't I don't joke now personally because I'm not in a relationship and I'm also essentially I'm on NoFap, but I'm not in a relationship. So I don't have a reason to joke for like girth, and I don't have a issue with like my I don't have an issue with like my self confidence. So I don't feel the need to joke. I believe that it works. It's worked for me. It's worked for a lot of guys. So I think that joking is important if you want to fortify yourself because a lot of guys feel like they're not enough. You don't feel like you're enough, right? So you got to do something that makes you feel like you're enough. And on a very simplistic level, it's like your dick. Like if your dick is bigger, you're gonna feel better, right? Like if you weren't worried about the size of your dick and you were like shorter, then you just want to be taller. So there's always something. And if you can like boil it down to like the most simplistic thing, guys are worried about the size of their dick in general, unless they know they got a hog. But most guys, first off, they don't have a hog, and even if they have something that they think is like adequate, they then do this thing, which is the thief of joy comparison. They'll compare themselves to some guy who's got like a friggin' a giant hog when they have a more than adequate hog, and it's just like, dude, you're just handicapping yourself. There's no need. So I think that some dudes need this extra bit of validation, so they seek these different things for their dick. And that's like dick pills, it's like jelking, it's like whatever. Maybe like they go no fap, they do all this stuff because they think it's going to enhance their dick, or ultimately it's going to give them more sex. Because like if you can give a guy sex, then he's not really going to worry as much about the size of his dick. That's actually like if you get the guy into a relationship with somebody that he really likes and they're having sex on a pretty regular basis, the guy's dick issues go away. So joking, does it work? It works for sure that it makes you have more girth. It works for sure that it's going to make you feel like you're doing something, and then the act of working towards improving yourself is going to make you feel better. So yeah, it works. You got to do it all the time. Yeah, you got to do it on a regular basis, man. And it's gonna be like you're gonna. It's not like if you get your dick to grow 3 inches, man. It's not gonna go back to being a 1 inch dick, man. You're gonna have a 4 inch dick, but it's not gonna be ready for you all the time, like I would imagine you would expect. I don't feel that way, you know. But one of the things I say is just stop jerking off all the time. Stop watching porn. You need it to be like when you're like scrolling through stuff on like YouTube or Instagram, and there's just like a girl and she's shaking her ass or something like that. You need to be like, what is this? Whoa, this is crazy. Like you need to be like, whoa, this is crazy. And then after like looking at it for a few moments, then you're like, I remember this. This is booty. And then you're still looking at it, and then you're like, wait, this is actually starting to have an effect on me. Not this thing where like the minute you see it, you're like, and you're like foaming at the mouth like immediately. Like I feel like the stuff almost needs to be somewhat foreign to you in a way. And when you look at it, you're like, what is this? This is crazy, man. And then you're like still looking at it, and after a while, then you're like, dude, I think yeah, this is cool. That's how like porn needs to be, and booty shaking and all that stuff. And when you're in that mode, then you're not like really focused on sex so much. And then what happens is your body's just like it just does what it's supposed to do anyway, and your dick will be as big as it can be naturally. Naturally, it's not being beat up or anything like that. I'm talking a lot about dicks and stuff right now, but it's not really dicks so much as it's human sexuality. All right, so that's my answer for that one. Essentially, let's go ahead and let's see the next question here. Oh God, look at me. I'm like old man. Don't stop making content, bro. Putting us on for sure. Jelking. Was this practiced by Egyptians and even South America? This was practiced. Yes, dude. I'm gonna just let me go ahead and give him a thumbs up. Yeah, like. You gotta like, bro. You gotta like. I'm liking these, dude. Jelking is the key to self-improvement and happiness. Great. All right, I'm going to hit that reply. Okay, cool, let's go down here. Dude, the routine is the best way to change your life. Change what you do every day, and you will see change instantly. Absolutely. That's actually Justin. I'm gonna hit that's the plan. Thanks, bro. Yeah, routine. I was saying that earlier. Routine, man. Thanks, bro. Oh man. Yeah, you gotta have a routine. You gotta have a routine, whether it's waking up, going for a walk. Oh, you know what I do in the morning? I wake up and I cut watermelon. I know that sounds super black, but it's true. I wake up, I cut watermelon, and then I make watermelon juice, and I give my grandmother, my grandfather, my mom, and my brother, and myself, we all drink watermelon juice with like the rind. Oh, there's a bug flying by my ear. We drink the watermelon juice. Then we also, come on, man. And then we eat watermelon, and then I make eggs for everybody. So I'll make like a bunch of eggs. I do sunny side up. I do a lot of sunny side up eggs. I've almost mastered sunny side up. So yeah, and I make sunny side up with 2 eggs. So I take the yolks, I separate the yolks from the white. I fill the pan with the white, and I let the white get solidified, and then I drop the yolks on top, and then I let that firm up just a bit, and then I take that off of the pan, I put that right into the plate, and I like the yolk to be like runny, so like when you pop it open, it'll just run everywhere, and that's what I do, and I got people addicted to this stuff. My grandpa only eats scrambled. He does not like sunny side up. So anyways, I make that food for people in the morning. I do that every single day almost, and then some days I'll do smoothies, and I do like certain types of smoothies, but I'm mastering it. It's part of my morning routine. It's very important. I do that. I check my social media. I do my Twitter. You know, I do my not my YouTube. I do my like email, and that's really it right now. And then in the evenings, I like to watch Netflix. I've been doing that a lot lately, and that's my routine now. But I used to have a way better routine. So, anyways, routine's super important. Black Scovite's absolutely true about that. Okay, let's see. What's the next comment we got in here? All right. Thanks, you're right. Oh, God, this dude's just talking about jelking. All these people got no subscribers. To tell you the truth, and I mean the brutal truth, looks do matter to women. Looks can not only attract but seal the deal with women. Looks matter more to women than men. Okay, this is from Black Pill. So this is like some Black Pill theory. Looks matter more to women than they do to men, is what the guy is saying to me. All right, I will I will debate that on the grounds that women are not any different than men. So what I mean by that is, okay, I said women. So I said I'll debate that on the grounds that women are not any different than men. Now that sentence is it's not true and it's not false. It's just like some words. Okay, women and men are equal. All right, they're equal. So they're equal, but they're diametrically opposed and they're very different. They're complementary, is what I believe they are. They're complementary. So then those two halves create a whole. That's why they're diametrically opposed. It's like the yin and the yang, the man and the woman. So with that, essentially they're both people. They're both the same in that the person wants the most attractive mate that they can get. That's the truth. The dynamic of what we will call like the sexual marketplace dictates essentially that based off of gender roles, women can get more attractive guys than men can. So a woman who is an average woman can get a better looking guy than an average guy. And that's because of essentially just a pure genetic lottery, this is how you look kind of vibe. So with that being said, do looks matter more to women? I don't think so. I think that it's the way the world is set up is that they can get better looking guys, so they go for better looking guys, and then the guys that aren't as good looking, which is the majority, don't get them, the ones that they feel like is actually like, I'm a 7. How come I can't get more than a 5 or a 6? And this is what a guy is saying, right? Well, because the 7s are getting like guys that are 9s and 10s. For real, man. You know, like, and then they're using makeup and all sorts of stuff. So that's the way it is. The only thing that you can do as a guy is you can work on your finances. You can work on your body from like the neck down. Obviously, you can do beards. You can do different hair things. You can dress really well. You can work on your personality a lot, and you can work on like, you know, obviously we said your career. So like you have all these different things that you can do. You can just be a nice person. Obviously, that's obviously one. So you do all that in addition to doing everything you're like to take care of yourself physically. So that's all the things that you have to do, and that's the burden of being a dude. So guys get pissed off about that, but yeah, no, I don't think that looks matter, but looks don't matter. Looks matter if you're ugly. Like, ugh, God, it's like you know the thing is. Yeah, I mean, I guess I accept that that's how it is, so that I don't bitch about like looks. It's like you know, you kind of see somebody and you know who you are, and if you have a certain level of like confidence, you should be able to get what you know you should be able to get. Now, that doesn't happen for most guys. So they look at this thing, the situation, and they go like kind of objectively, and I think they're being pretty good about being objective, but they can't get that girl. And I believe that I would say 7 times out of 10, the reason why, let's say she is not dating anybody, she's single. The reason why they can't get that girl is because they don't have the full inherent confidence to get that girl. That's the reason why. That's what I think. I think that that is the reason why they don't get the girl that they objectively, but on all accounts, should be able to get. I don't see it by any other reason. I mean, let's say that like their money's good, they look good, they're everything's being approached correctly. I think that it's something internal in them. 7 times out of 10 that they don't win, and it's because of their confidence. Okay, so that's that. Yeah, I guess that's the guy saying like your looks matter or whatever. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead. Let's answer this guy. Not saying they don't, but there are more things at play than just looks alone. Okay, the whole Asian white guy thing, that actually that is true with Asian American women that exclusively date white guys, but in Asia, like the Philippines and Thailand, is beta bucks, and Vietnam, even white Chad, you still have to beta bucks because over there they demonize white guys, but Asian women that like any a lot guys are just going to go for Chads and Tyrones, just as Brendio. Just ask Brendio. All right, so all right, they're talking about a lot of different stuff here. Okay, okay, so yeah. Okay, what we got here is we got the whole Asian white guy thing. It's actually true. Yeah, so there's the Asian woman with the white guy. Okay, we know that concept. That's a real thing. A lot of Asian women want to date white guys for some reason. A lot of like in like the Western culture, there's this seeming trend that Asian guys are like kind of the lowest rung of the ladder on the sexual marketplace. So what happens is that even Asian women don't want to date Asian men. So somebody's like screaming upstairs in the house, like somebody's getting murdered. So then what happens is the these guys they're kind of left out in the cold. So that's one thing. That's just something that happens. Um, so yeah, there's Asian women exclusively date white men. In Asia, yeah, like this guy's going through a bunch of different stuff, and his writing's not very good. So apparently, they demonize white guys in certain part of Asia. Okay, I didn't know about that. I didn't assume they demonized white guys pretty much anywhere in the world, even except for like Portland or something. um, Let me see this. Essentially, this is the thing the guy's kind of trying to say. Essentially, there's these things called Chads and Tyrones, right? So the Chad is like the most attractive guy, like, that's white, and the Tyrone's the most attractive black guy. So they're just the alpha. No matter what race, culture, whatever, there's going to be alpha dudes. And the bottom line is the woman is always going to go for the alpha if she can get the alpha. That's like the idea with black pill theory, and that's the idea with essentially everything. Like, the guy is always going to go for the most attractive girl he can get, unless he's got like this fear of rejection, and he's going to like just drop his notches down. He's just going to be like, I think I can get this thing, and he's just going to go for that. And he's going to hedge his bets. So most people are hedge betters, I'd say. They're hedge betters. They hedge their bets. Most people are hedge betters. I think that's a solid statement. So you got that situation, and then there's people that are like, I'm going to go for it. And that's cool too. The thing, fortune favors the brave. You should probably go for it. But the internal ethic of everyone ultimately is get the best that you can. But 80% of the people are going to hedge their bets. Yeah. So you're only going to really have 10 to 20% of the people that are going to be like super duper over the moon with like, I guess, like, with what they're getting. Otherwise, most people, I'd say 60%. 60% is pretty big. 60 to 70% of people are going to be like, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling all right. And then there's going to be like 20, 30% of people that are going to be like, man. Yeah, 20% of people are going to be like, fucking hate the way that my spouse looks. My spouse is ugly. And then 60% of the people are going to be like, that's cool. She's good. Sometimes she looks really good. Yeah, I'm happy. And then there's going to be another 20% that are going to be like, dude, how did I get this chick, bro? How did I pull this off? Yeah. That's the bell curve, right? And it's probably more or less like that, give or take 10% on either end of the spectrum. Yeah. But like the guy's going to go for the most hot girl he can get. Girl's going to go for the most hot guy she can get. Same thing. Same concept. I don't disagree with that, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna like give this guy a thumbs up. Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong screen. I'm like looking at it from over here. Like, the weed they modified today is so highly addictive. Oh, this one's about weed. Cold hard truth about quitting weed. 100 days, no pot. All right. The weed that they make now is so strong. Yeah, it is. It's been cultivated, and it's been crossbred and hybridized and grown in all sorts of different capacities that have made it. They were like, this one was grown in a inert substrate where it was doused with high-powered bat guano, and there's a nitrogen content which allows the buds to become saturated with THC and the cannabinoids. When they hit your brain, the cell opens up, and then the weed crystal like enters your brain's like cannabinoid receptor cell wall, and then it starts smoking a joint inside. And it's smoking a joint inside of your cannabinoid receptor cell because it penetrated the wall because it had a bag of Funyuns, bro. And that's what's going on in your mind, man. And that's why the weed is so strong, dude. That's what this shit is. And this shit's called enzyme. Yeah, this is called enzyme 420. Yeah, and it's a weed protein particulate. It gets all up in your shit, kid. The weed is strong, my friend. The weed is real strong. Yeah. Okay. Yes, sir. The weed is strong. The weed is strong with this one. I'm gonna reply. Yes, sir. The weed is strong with this one. I'm chilling, man. This is like the most chill live stream I've ever done. I wonder if anybody else is like watching. I'm not even checking to see how many people are watching this thing. Let me. I'm not getting a lot of feedback in the live chat, so I'm not tripping. 2 people, gotcha. Okay, that's me. All right, Michael, you playing the video game, right? I bet you're playing games. Like, yeah, you're just playing the game and you're just overhearing me. I'm sure. Look like Odell with. Oh, hey man, love your channel. Lots of information joking on NoFap. This dude said, love my channel. Oh, dude, I'm going to say, hey, thanks. Hey, thanks. And then I'm going to give him a thumbs up. Look like Odell with dreads, LOL. Ha, ha, ha. I'm going to like this guy. Mysterious Zay. Dude, keep up the good work. Oh, wow, that's a great one. Liking it. Awesome. Thanks, will do. Cool, man. We're chilling here. We're chilling up in this mid. What's your opinion on joke rollers? Even better. I've never responded to this. Okay, we're getting back to it. Okay. What's my... Yeah, joke rollers are the best. Yeah, this guy's asking me about joke rollers. Yes. Joke rollers are the best. Pumps are also good for off days. Off for when you're taking a day off from jelking, and then on the third on alternate, yeah, and then yeah, you can do that. Always Kegel on your rest days. There really are no rest days. Yeah. Okay. That's actually good joke info, bro. That's good joke info, bro. Oh my god, I'm so sad. I don't understand English. Oh, it's so funny. Oh no, so sorry. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Wow. What the hell is this? Let's see. Where was I? This person was asking me about semen retention. Okay, this is my live stream. I'm just gonna hit it. I'm just gonna hit him with thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was one of my old live streams. Thank you very much. Just responding, bro. Just responding to shit. That's all I'm doing. Oh my god, I'm so sad. I don't understand English. It says it's about semen retention. Oh, I'm sorry. All I can say is pray to God if you're born a ethnic to be Caucasianoid. That's all that matters at the end of the day, really. Oh no. Oh no, how dare you? Oh no, how dare you? That's so ridiculous. What's your take on infidelity, unfaithfulness, and deceit? That's a great question, man. I'd love to answer this one. Okay, what's my take on infidelity, jealousy, and deceit? Wait, it's infidelity, unfaithfulness, and deceit. Okay, so infidelity is bad. It's to be avoided at all costs. So my definition of infidelity is when you're in a relationship, it's clearly defined, it's a relationship, and the expectations are that you are not with other people. That's infidelity, right? With okay, I just got a question that popped into the live chat. Okay. With joking, what are the gains you receive? You're looking at about quarter inch a month. Me, I was never as consistent as people that I've seen online. Not seen like with my own eyes, of course. Only like, somebody saying something on a forum, right? I'd say like an inch and a half. So let's say you're 6, right? Let's say you're 6, and then you go quarter inch a month, okay? So then if you want to get an inch and a half, you're going to have to jelt for 6 months regularly. And you can't be beaten off in the interim. Very, very little jerking off, man. I do believe that masturbation, like when you blow that load, that just deflates your balloon, bro. So it's kind of like you gel, you're filling your whole entire hog with blood. You're really stretching out the tissue, and you're keeping it that way for a while, right? And then you stop, and then you let the blood release from your body and like recirculate through the rest of your body, and then you go about your business. And then you take like a day off, right? That next day you could just Kegel, and that's it, man. And you're just relaxing, you're just Kegeling. That's how you go. And then the next day, maybe you don't joke. Maybe the third day, so you joke Monday, Tuesday, you don't do anything, you Kegel. Wednesday, if you have a pump, I'd say pumping. Pumping, I think, is really good too. I think if you're joking, then pumping is a great idea because you really want to focus on getting as much blood into your hog as you possibly can and holding it there for a like legit amount of time, right? And then once you've got it there for a little while, like then you, and I'm saying like if you can hold a hard erection for like 15 minutes, right? Then take it off, right? That's going to give you some sort of gains. I'm not saying that you need to use like a cock ring or something like that. I don't recommend that really. But what's going to happen is you need to give yourself the time to rest for real, and it might you might more rest is better too. So maybe Monday, and then you take Tuesday and Wednesday off, and then Thursday you go back and you joke again. That's actually probably more safe, and in the long term, you'll probably get more benefits from that. Even though it feels like you're like, come on, I just want to joke, I want my dick to get bigger, and it's like, two, 3 times a week, man, you're good to go. But you gotta Kegel, because this is the thing, when you really are like stretching out your dick and your dick is getting bigger, I swear to you that you're like, you're the memory that the memory that your dick has is gonna be like that it had that much blood in it, and you're gonna like kind of almost struggle to get that much blood into it that you had gotten into it during a joke session. You're gonna struggle with that because like you went beyond this point. That's why it's like getting bigger, right? So getting all that blood back into it's challenging. That's why Kegels are very, very important, because Kegels really help you to bring blood into your penis. And the other thing that dovetails into this really well is not watching porn is really helpful too. Because if you're watching porn while this is happening, then what's going to happen is you're not going to be able to be as stimulated by visual imagery. And then your mixtape in your own mind won't be as good because you've been watching video. So like if you don't watch porn and whatnot, and then you're Kegling and you're jelking and your dick's getting bigger, then what can happen is you can look at a woman, or you can then look at porn because you don't watch it a lot, and then you can really get just engorged. So anyway, I say I'd say quarter-inch a month is like something that I think that you could manage. But if you're getting only an eighth of an inch a month, then you can't go like this. You can't go, dude, I'm only getting an eighth of an inch a month, bro. Then it's just like, dude, you're getting an eighth of an inch. Your dick is getting bigger, man. Don't forget that. Like if you're doing something like this and your dick is getting bigger, keep doing it. Keep doing it. That's the craziest thing ever. These guys will start doing this, and then they'll be like, I'm only getting like a quarter-inch, man. I only got a quarter of an inch regularly training for like 2 months. I got a quarter of an inch. And I'm like, dude, in 2 months you got a quarter of an inch. In 2 months you got a quarter of an inch. Oh my God, what would happen in 8 months? What would happen in a year? In a year you'd have 3 inches, bro? Are you serious? I don't even think I think that's nuts. Yeah, an eighth of an inch would be an inch and a half. An eighth of an inch would be an inch and a half. That's good. That's good, man. You're gonna have a black belt. I don't understand why. Like, if your dick is getting bigger doing something, keep doing it. These guys give up. They give up because the benefits they're getting aren't as much as they want. I'm not getting everything that I want. If you can't like be satisfied with a process that literally makes your dick bigger and is working because it's not doing it enough, then nothing will make you happy. If you can actually make your dick bigger and it works and you're getting gains, and they're very small gains, but they are coming, then and you quit because they're not good enough, I don't know what's going to be good enough for you, because that's something that you're doing for yourself. It's directly related to you. It's so simple. So anyway, that's all. That's some of the basic stuff. We're talking about jelking here. I didn't know it was going to go that crazy. Okay, we were talking about what's the take on infidelity, unfaithfulness, and deceit. Okay, so your next question is, what pump would you recommend? Okay, this is the thing about pumps. You have to get a pump that is just a little bit longer than what you are. So you got to be careful. You can't like, okay, you know when you want to buy like a pair of sandals, you don't get like, sometimes people say get a bigger sandal than you think you need. Like stub your toe. You got to get like if you got a 6-inch dick, you need to get a pump that's bigger. That's I don't go online and look at like pumps and stuff all the time. But you need to make sure that you have space for your width at maximum potential that you think you're going to be able to get to, and length. And you need to know that you could grow out of this eventually. So you don't want to get something too huge though, because when you look at your dick in a pump that your dick is tiny inside of, you're going to feel like an asshole, and that's just not good psychologically. And I think you can understand that. And then you are, but you don't want to get something too small because you do not want to potentially hurt yourself. You do not want to potentially hurt yourself. You don't want to like take Cialis or Viagra and then start doing any of this shit, man. I wouldn't recommend that. I don't think that's recommended. I think that you want to do that as like, if you could, but I don't think that that's safe. I think that you could like reserve that for actually when you're actually having sex. Because like I was like, imagine if you put, if you like, you've been joking all week, you took a couple days off, now you're probably going to come back and have a big hog day, right? And then you're like, well, let me go ahead and pump a little bit so that later on in the night I'll feel like, I just want to be confident going into this date. I pumped a little bit earlier, my dick just feels a little thick, so you pump, but then you're like, well, I'm gonna take some Viagra because I know it's gonna last for about 4 hours or kick in a couple hours from now. So you take some Viagra, you pump a little bit, you wear a cock ring, and then your dick gets caught in a fucking pump, dude. That would be the worst. That would be the worst. You'd have to like I don't even know how you'd have to crack it with like a hammer, but you have to be so goddamn careful, dude. Yeah, I recommend getting a plastic one as well, like on a plastic acrylic. Don't get a glass pump. I know they have glass penis pumps that are made out of like Pyrex. I don't think I wouldn't recommend that. Although I think that they're like sterile and medically hygienic. That's the thing I think that the Pyrex ones are good with. So anyways, get one that's a little bit longer, a little bit bigger, and know that you may grow out of it, so don't get the biggest one that you could possibly get. Yep. Okay, cool. All right, so we're talking about faithfulness. Yeah, when you're in a relationship, like, and even if you haven't established that you are like exclusive, you haven't established that with words, honestly, you can vibe it out. You can infer that, like, yeah, we're boyfriend and girlfriend. We're boyfriend and boyfriend. We're girlfriend and girlfriend. We're whatever. We're foxkin and bro. And you know when you get to that point where you're like, man, or even when you start to feel like you got feelings, that's when you need to stop talking to other people, flirting super hard, and being physical with other people. That is, yeah, that's infidelity, and that's bad. And it can completely, like, you can have this relationship where you've never cheated on this person, and that relationship can be awesome. It can feel like so pure and excellent. And that's the best thing that you want in a relationship, when you feel like it's like really pure. And if you compromise that, it can destroy the whole thing. Even if they never cheated on you and they never find out, it can still compromise it. So that's why infidelity is absolutely terrible. And this is the one thing, you don't really want to date people. You don't want to you don't want to get into a relationship with anybody that you would think that you'd want to cheat on. That's the other thing. You don't want to do that. Yeah. So if you like are getting into a relationship and then you feel like, I don't feel like it's completely all there, then you could maybe like take a little bit of a step back from the relationship so that it's not necessarily like going into that exclusive territory, and then you could see if it grows and gets tighter again. But if you like keep going down this path where it's turning into a relationship but you don't kind of don't want it, but you kind of do, and then you do something to jeopardize it, that can really wreck it too, and it can be worse than it. It's like, man, it wasn't terrible. I was kind of feeling pretty good. I just wasn't 100% sure, and then you wrecked it. That's what infidelity can do. But you should like, if you're not feeling it going in, I'd say pull back. If you're not 100% feeling it, pull back a little bit, and then see if it changes, and if it gets better, then maybe you can start feeling it, right? But if you're feeling it, then keep going. And then you probably won't ever want to cheat on them. Yeah, okay, so that's infidelity. Unfaithfulness, yeah, same thing. Deceit, yeah, none of that. None of that. Don't lie. Don't lie at all. Don't lie at all. It's harder to never, it's hard to not lie and to be truthful all the time. It's hard to not lie and honestly be truthful all the time correctly. But It's easier than lying. It's easier than lying now, and being guilty and feeling shame. Okay, um, dude, I this is more shit about joking. This guy. Okay, here's one. Here's one from this guy right here. I'm gonna read this, and I'll probably finish off with this. It goes, "You give a good vibe. I just subscribed. I've currently been struggling with no fap, but I'll get through it." Yeah, let's you got this. Yeah, dude, this is good. I remember when this guy sent me this one. Okay, this guy goes, "You give a good vibe. I just subscribed. Currently been struggling with no fap." Um, so no fap. No fap is a process, and it takes a long time to get good at. You're not going to be like, you can't just go like, "I don't do it anymore. I'm done. I don't do it. I don't know. I don't jerk off." You can't. You can't just get to that point. You nobody's doing that cold turkey, man. Nobody. So the thing about nofap is you have to fail and you have to like get back on track and fail again, and then you have to fail and you have to keep failing and keep trying. And there's something like with addiction and whatnot where like the more times that you fail and then keep trying, the better you become at succeeding, because you should over time start to know your triggers and start to understand yourself and become more reflective, introspective, and objective about like everything that's going on. And then eventually like you become the person, because like if you keep trying to do this thing, you keep failing, but you really want to do it, you'll stop doing it eventually, because you'll be like disgusted with yourself, or just like, I don't want to be that person anymore. Or you'll be like excited to meet the this is what I used to do when I quit smoking weed. I had the desire to meet the version of me that didn't smoke weed. I had the desire to meet the version of me that did not smoke. That was what it was. And then I just kept going, and eventually I met that person, and I was like, this person's kind of cool, man. I like this guy. I like the guy. I like the version of me that doesn't smoke weed. It's fine, man. It's not that much different than the version of me that smoked all the time. It's better. I'd say it's a better guy. I'd say he's a better guy. He's not as like, I don't know. He's not as secretive. He's not as secretive as the other guy. He's a little bit more serious. Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's a good guy. So yeah. So no fap is not something that you're gonna master overnight, and you have to know that. And you have to know that it's gonna be hard. And part of the hardest thing is that you're gonna feel bad about yourself because you're trying to do it and you're failing. That's the thing. It's like you don't have to feel bad about yourself for failing when you don't try. So like when you start to then try to not be a fap artist, and then what happens is you will fail and you'll feel bad, but you won't feel as bad about you. Like if you jerk off and you don't give a shit, and it's one thing, and that's not good, and you know that, and everybody knows that in general, but they don't give enough of a fuck to know that it's like they don't care enough to know to feel bad enough about it, even though they know it's bad. But when you start to want to not jerk off, and then you do jerk off, then you will feel worse. And that doesn't feel good. And when you try to really commit yourself to it, and then you fail, you will feel bad, but you'll feel better because you're on the right track. So those losses aren't as big as the ones where you're like trying to just fail and you're like, and then you go like 3 days and you jerk off for 3 days in a row. Yeah, it's no good. But like when you're trying and occasionally you fail, you're getting these small victories, and those are wins, man. They're wins. But the thing is, that's going to take a long time. You have to live in that struggle, that pain. It's pain, man. But it's better pain because the fact that you're trying has you your vibration is better. You have a better vibration when you're trying to do something and you're failing and you're feeling bad about it in that process. You have a better vibration, and that's why it's better to be trying and failing than to think that than to not like give a shit about it and think it's fine to just fucking not care. So that's the whole big thing with that. It's like yeah, there's this courage. There's a courage involved with like trying and failing. It's a higher vibration than like just being apathetic about it. So that's like nofap and stuff. All right, let me see what's going on in the live chat. Okay, dude, I think that's about it, man. 56 minutes, just doing some Q&A kind of stuff from off the YouTube channel, and that's really it, man. You guys, this was a kind of a sleepy Tuesday, just talking smack. I didn't really actually do the word of the day or any of that kind of stuff. I don't feel like I'm gonna do it today. I don't think it's worth it. Fuck around, do something else. I've been doing a lot of live streams lately. If you guys have any like ideas for what you want me to do, topic on, let me know. Hit me up on Twitter. I might not do a live stream tomorrow. Last question. What inspired my nofap? Oh, okay. Totally, dude. What inspired nofap? Well, dude, I've been looking at porn since I was like a young guy. So I started off with like magazines when I was like in seventh grade. My brother had some dirty magazines. My brother's about 8 years older than me, so he's around 20. So I'm like 11. He's 20, 11 or 19, 20. So like I'm looking at the dirty magazines, and that's cool. And then I don't really look at porn till like I'm like 15, right? I don't see porn again till I'm about 14 or 15. I found another one of his videos in the summertime. Yeah, I was going to be. Yeah, I think I was going to be like 15. Right. Yeah, I was going to be 15. And I found a video and I had like watched it. It was like the only video I had. And then I used to watch it all the time, and I just became addicted to it. So then throughout high school, I used to like watch these dirty videos. My dad caught me masturbating once when I was like 15 or 16. Like I could, you know what? I no, I used to watch this is what I used to do. I used to watch videos but not jerk off to them. That was the one thing I remember. I used to do that. I used to like lay down on my stomach and like I put like a pillow underneath my crotch and I'd like lay down and I'd like hump it, but I wouldn't touch myself. I remember I used to do that, and then like I was about like 16. I remember I had my learner's permit or something like that before I ever jerked off. So I was like driving a car. I remember clearly getting driving lessons, but never having jerked off. So then I knew I like masturbated throughout high school. I'd stay up really late, watch movies. The next day I'd be in school, I'd be tired and sleepy. And like I went to college and I would jerk off like a lot, and people would know that I was jerking off. Like my roommate would see like I'd leave the TV screen on. Like I get it. I like the sometimes the VHS would just freeze, you know, your computer screen would just be open and just be some girl with her mouth wide open like ah, and like people would be like, dude, you jerking off? There'd be like lotion on your desk, and I just like it was just like man, I just don't want to. I didn't want to be doing that, dude. And then there was this No Nut November, like 2018, and I was like, I tried to not jerk off so many times. The longest streak ever was like 9 days. And that was when I was in high school, and then I don't think I had ever really had a more than 7 days for years. So 7 days is the longest I could do, and then I did No Nut November. I think I did 17 days, 21 days. I've done over 40 days before. Never done 90 days, but now where I'm at now, since I started in 2018, now it's like 2020. Now I can do like long streaks, like 40 days. I can do 40 days. And eventually I want to just be to like now I don't have a desire to jerk off. It's interesting. It's like after you've done like 20 days and 40 days and like when you start getting over there, like when it's over a month, then you're like, okay, well I can kind of like you do it. There's so many more days that you're not doing it. That days that you do it are really odd. So then you're like, I don't want to do this shit anymore. But saw some dude and he was like, he hadn't jerked off in like 5 years. I don't know about that, but I think I can do like a year. I wouldn't be surprised if I do like a year. And then like after you do a year, it's like, why couldn't I do 3 years? And then in 4 years, you've only jerked off once. Twice, I guess, technically. And then like you don't jerk off for like 5 years, and you're like in a relationship or some shit. You're just not jerking off in your relationship. Now you're like 43, 44. So it's like yeah, you don't jerk off anymore at all. Really, you just kind of have sex every once in a while, and that's it. And then by the time you're 50, you haven't jerked off in forever. You don't jerk off anymore, and you just don't jerk off anymore. And you're a 50-year-old guy. I'm eating oranges. I love fruit. So that's it, man. Not. I didn't want to be a sex addict. I think watching porn every night, just go to sleep, and you know, smoking weed and watching cartoons, watching porn, jerking off, going to sleep. It's fun, but it gets old. So I just had to quit doing that shit after a while. It's very monotonous. For sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, man, it's different, dude. I'm like trying to like walk my highest path and all sorts of shit like that. You know, I'm trying to be like really spiritual. So yeah, it's different for everybody. But anyway, yeah, no fap is cool, man. No fap is good. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna bounce. I'll be back. Just check me out. Hopefully, you subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate that. And I'll see you guys again soon. If you're thinking, if you're depressed, remember that suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. So hit me up online if you want to chat. My Twitter is at Tim Trueheart, TimTrueheart. Thank you guys so much. I love you. I'll see you soon, and peace.